I would like to talk about when it would be useful to use a visible red laser when shooting the iFightBack scenario-based software, and when an invisible infrared laser might be more useful. I'm going to use the dueling tree target in iFightBack for demonstration purposes, since video scenarios will end if you don't engage the bad guy soon enough. So let's take a look. For shooting the iFightBack program, there are two lasers you can use. One is the red visible laser, and the other one is the invisible infrared laser. And they both have their purposes and functions. If you're teaching a first-time shooter, a student, and you're working on his or her grip and finger control and stance, say you're at a live range and he or she misses the target, you may not know if they went left, if they went low, if they went high, unless you have an extremely large paper target where you can follow the holes until they get closer to the center. In dry fire, you can use a red laser to see where those shots are landing. I'm landing left, so if I was a student, you might work on my trigger control or my grip or my stance to correct that. But what happens with somebody who already has the basics down is you have a tendency, either consciously or unconsciously, to walk those shots over. You pull the trigger, you see they're hitting left, you unconsciously move the gun ever so slightly to the right until you're on target without necessarily checking your sight picture. You find yourself just going, oh, left, there we go, now I'm on target. So that's where the infrared laser comes in. For somebody who already has his or her stance and grip and trigger control down, you want to make sure, as in real life, you're relying on your sight picture. So if you're missing, you don't know where it's going. You have to look at your sight and then place it on target. If you're missing, where am I don't know, look at your sights and you're back on target. So for a more advanced shooter, infrared is definitely the way to go. The caveat to infrared is not only do you need an infrared laser, you need an infrared camera. Now we have one that we had brought in to work specifically with iFightBack. That's only $79.95, so a very reasonable price. You can get modules for the SIRT pistol. If you already have a SIRT, you can get a replacement module for just about $70 to $90, somewhere in that range, that you can switch out with your existing laser and replace it with an infrared laser. And or there's also infrared laser cartridges that you can put into your own weapon. We carry them in all the popular sizes as well. Shooter ready? Stand by.